Hey guys, welcome to the vlog, welcome to the studio. Today it's already quite late, it's already dark outside, spent the entire day taking care of business stuff, organizing the label things, riding the new bike, and of course a ton of music production. And I've today extensively used a new plugin, a new software synthesizer that I would love to introduce to you because it's actually really cool. It does a couple of things different than all of the other synthesizers.
What if we just pretend it? Who are we? Who are we? Who are we?
So today working on the second track with Julia. As you might remember, we did the session a couple of months ago down in the B studio in the vocal booth.
Don't feel like giving up. I'm testing my luck. Give it all I got, I give it all I got. 'Cause you're the one I want, yeah, you're the one I want.
And I'm now trying to work on it. It still sounds like shit. Like the session was all about just recording her vocals and getting the lyrics down. We achieved that, but the instrumental so far it's just a huge mess. And today I'm using, for the first time on one of my songs, a new software synthesizer by NEKTAR called Bolt. It's doing something different. It's like not the standard subtractive synthesizer. It's a harmonic synthesizer. So basically, instead of like having normal oscillators generating a sine wave, this one is generating harmonics that you can modulate with the harmonics knob and the roll-off. So let's maybe just go through a couple of presets to get a feel for the sound of it. So yeah, sounds really good. I like it. It has like a slightly different character to it, to what you're usually used to. So it's a nice addition to your synth collection. I personally, yeah, actually really like the sound that we got right now. Has like a slight Calvin Harris housey feel to it. Let's maybe go through a couple of presets and try to find something for the bass line. At the moment it sounds like this. It's really just a subby part, so let's maybe open up a second instance of it. Go into the bass section. Yeah, just really playing around with it. I think we got a bass sound that could work, still needs some fine adjustment, but let's actually go into the details of the synthesizer, how it's actually working, because it doesn't have a filter section, which is like usually one of the most common things of a synthesizer. It just doesn't have it. Here at the very top you got your selection of the presets. You can choose between effects, leads. I mean, we know that from a ton of other plugins, but what's really interesting is the harmonics and the roll-off. Let me play you that really quick. So really like a different sound than what we're usually used to. It's like a slight variation, a little bit like a different tone to it. Next up, of course, the noise. And then your standard shift, detune, a sub oscillator. You can as well pan the sound, and you got two of these oscillators with the harmonics generating the sound, as well as your envelopes for both oscillators, the modulation section LFOs 1, 2, and 3, as well as a small unit for EQing and adding effect sounds. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I really think the harmonics thing is what makes it a little bit different. And I haven't seen a lot of people actually use it or talk about it. And it's right now actually on sale, I think, until the end of the month. So if you're interested, just go check it out. It might add something to your synth collection that other synthesizers can't. My favorites so far are still like Serum, Diva, and actually this one might find its place right in between, just for the slightly different character and tone that you might only get from other synthesizers by layering. So it always adds this like harmonic layer to it, which makes it sound a lot richer, and like already someone added a second layer. Next up is actually trying to make this song work, because at the moment, again, just like the main sounds are in. Let me just play you a little bit of it. Maybe add the vocals. I just didn't go through all of the vocal bits here. So I think, let me check, those are just adds. Yeah, it's still a huge mess, still straight out of the session. I think I will now go over to comping all of the vocals, selecting the right bits that work, choose the right sounds for the synthesizers, for the bass. Also the kick is really weak, I need to find a new sample for it, just like try and make a song out of it. I mean, the vocals are all laid out and the lyrics, so it's all about building up that song. It's actually also already arranged, at least a little, because we recorded 2 verses, a bridge already, the chorus, the pre-chorus, and also that drop section, but everything else just a mess. So probably a couple of hours still into the state to get this at least somewhere where I can think about actually making this into a full song, or actually not working on this anymore. I'm still not sure with the other songs, like with Frankie, and also the other 2 ones that I recorded with Julia. I immediately felt that this is something that I need to finish. With this one, I'm not really sure. I will try it, but if after like working on it for a day or 2 days, I feel like it's not really worth it to finish it, I will just scrap it and maybe either build something new out of it, or maybe reuse the vocals in another song. I'm really not quite sure on this one. Just working a little bit on it, because I got anyways 3 other songs that are all done, so I can just use my time and try to make like different things, and a new synthesizer that does a different sound might actually help. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. If you want to go check it out, I will link it down below in the description. We'll see us tomorrow back again here in the studio, a full music production day. Definitely. Maybe finishing this one. I don't know. I really don't know.
We can only grow.